And we're going to get started. I want everybody to know, just in case you don't, that today is January the 23rd, 2018. And I think I'm correct in saying that I detect a quorum. Okay. The first item on the agenda, we would like to call forth the Community Corrections Advisory Board has nominated, thank you for that, Ms. Amanda Kelly. And if you come forward, Amanda Kelly and Mr. Joseph D. Martini.
Mr. Martini is, Mr. DeMartini is nominated to the Work Release Commission.
Oh.
Okay, you missed a page, so
Okay.
it's,
Okay, I thought I had two for, no, see, that's
Two
it.
for Work Release.
I thought I had two for work release.
Yes, and Ms. Kelly is the only nominee for the Community Corrections Advisory Board.
That's good.
Do you have the letter that I wrote to you?
Okay, so, yes, ma'am, and I thank you for that. Thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to know if you are a resident of Davidson County.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a registered voter?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you serve on any of the boards or commissions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, could you tell us just a little bit about yourself, and we'll start right there, and then some of the committee members may have a question for you.
Okay, my name is Amanda Kelly. I'm currently employed with the Tennessee Department of Correction, probation parole. I'm a parole manager. I've been there for 4 years, but I've been with Tennessee Department of Correction for 15. I'm going into 15 years, so 15th anniversary will be in September of this year. And before I worked with probation parole, I was employed with as a correctional officer, corporal for DeBerry Special Needs Facility for a little bit over 10 years. Before then, I was a Metro Police Officer with Davidson County, and I'm a graduate of Tennessee State University with a bachelor's in Arts and Sciences, concentration in social worker and criminal justice. And I started working on my master's degree to teach special education, but didn't quite.
Also, you want to be a teacher?
No. No, I wish to one day be a warden for one of the prisons. And also, I'm with Tennessee Mentors. I do Tennessee Mentors for Maplewood High School as well.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Tennessee Achieves, I'm with them.
Oh, yes,
I
I read
the
that.
Mentors for Maplewood High School. And I have 3 children, and one getting ready to go to college next year.
Okay, well, let's just open it up for questions. You have one?
just a question, the Tennessee Mentors Program, tell me just a little bit about that.
Every state department can volunteer, but it's a volunteer program which mentors private schools and homeschooling and public schooling for 12th grade seniors for the Tennessee Promise Scholarship. So we have, I think, 3 meetings. They have to do 2 mandatory meetings. They have to do community service. And basically we just meet with them and just kind of help them through their senior year. If they have any questions with any applications, we speak with their parents as well, make sure they have permission to speak with them, and we meet with the parents as well when we meet with them, and just help them through the first year of college and make sure they're on the right track.
That's a good program. I think I've heard of that.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful program.
Sure.
You're recognized?
Yes, ma'am. I understand your current job is parole manager. So for your position, do you have some specific expectation or goal to serve as a Community Correction Advisory Board? Anything you expect as a board, or anything you might be able to bring to the table, anything you would like to see some change or whatever from your specialty point of view?
Not currently right now. Our department is always changing. So, and we're always implementing new, we just implemented the Public Safety Act of 2017 last year. So we're constantly changing. We're still trying to get the kinks out of that as well. So just basically trying to move forward with the department. And I'm sure there's going to be more changes to come I mean, in the 15 years I've been here, it's changed and changed and changed. And it actually has changed for the better, just within parole, within the last 4 years. From where I started, I mean, the changes have been tremendous, and it has actually benefited the community as well as the offenders and the officers as well in performing their job duty. So just seeing what you guys have to offer and what I can add to that with what we're doing, currently doing in our department.
All right.
Move to approve.
Okay. Very taken. All in favor?
Aye.
No opposers? We have approved you. We thank you so much for
You
your,
get the special card.
for your
Unless you have
willingness
the
to
parking
serve.
garage.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
You can only use it once, I'm just telling you.
And Ms. Wakes, we just appreciate this explanation that
Yeah,
you...
sure. I didn't put the packet together, so I just wasn't sure if you had.
No, I have it, and I appreciate you. I can't tell you
Yeah,
how
no worries. I
much.
know you hadn't had much time to look at
Yes.
it.
Next, we'll call on Mr. Joseph D. Martini. Are you here?
I do apologize. I'm Sharon Harris from the Work Release Office of the Davis County Sheriff's Office, and we have everyone rescheduled for February 6th due
Okay.
to the weather.
Oh,
Last
okay.
week, everybody's had to reschedule.
All right. Well, we thank you so much, and I remember you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Again, I apologize.
No problem. We appreciate you. Okay, well, at this time, those are all of our appointees, and we are appreciative. Next, we have a resolution.
Chair, what is it? Mr. Mosley? Is he not today?
No, everyone else has been deferred. Everyone else.
Except for Ms. Hackett. Is Ms. Hackett here?
I spoke to Jim Harbison yesterday, and I thought he
No, he got flu.
had the flu. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
You'd think the
Nobody else?
administration might.
Thank you.
Everyone else has been deferred.
Fair enough.
Motion to adjourn?
Nope, we do have one resolution, don't we?
Next, we have a resolution, and it's RS 2018-1020, and it's Alan Gilmore and others. Alan Gilmore, do we have any?
What's the resolution?
The Healing National Day of Racial Healing.
I put my name on it too.
Yeah. So they're not present?
Mina's here.
yeah,
She's
I'm
his
here.
co-sponsor.
Okay, and this is to recognize January 16, 2018 as the National Day of Racial Healing. That's awesome. Okay, Alan Gilmore and others, and you're
Yes,
also listed on
So
that?
it's a great cause. I think
Okay.
it's a great to recognize, while we do have so many, racial unsteadiness, aggression or whatever you want to call. So just to recognize and, just human aspect will be a great, to give us as a Nashvilleian, great pride to be we are all equal. There's no reason to separate by the race or color or skin of the color or whatever to, differentiate us. Rather recognize we are all human beings and equal.
I love that. Okay. Questions, any comments?
Yeah, just a quick question.
Okay, I
It was-
recognize you.
Thank you. So it was supposed to be January the 16th?
Yes, 16.
January 16th. We were late.
Yes.
Okay. So each year it'd be on
Right.
January 16th.
It was
Now it'd
supposed to be 16,
2019.
but due to the weather.
Does it move? Has the date moved? Can we do
No,
it
date-
another day? Or
Date has
that's
not
the date?
moved. That was the date.
So now it'll be 2019, or just that one date?
It will be still 18, kind of recognizing the last week as that day.
So we're gonna go back in time.
Yes.
We're gonna travel back in time.
Right, travel back.
I
way
was
back
just
in
curious if we
time.
could move it, but that was the date
That was the
set
date,
up.
right, right.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, that's fine. Okay, any other questions? Questions? So we moved it.
Second.
Second? Okay, well, we approve that. All right. We thank you so much. I think that's very meaningful and very helpful. Okay, next we have a late file, a resolution approving an amendment to the contract between the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, acting by and through the Department of Public Works and Nature's Best Organics by assigning the contract to the Living Earth. Elroy, come up. Talk to us about this.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'd like to be appointed to the Public Works.
And I am. I am correct. All of this is a part of that particular resolution, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This was, I'm sponsoring this at the behest of Public Works Department. The company that has the contract now is being bought by another company, and they need the paperwork from the city to be completed by the 31st of this month, and that's the reason for it being late filed, and then why it needs to be done tonight. And there's not changing any of the terms of the contract whatsoever. It's just assigning it to the company that's buying, the company that currently has the contract now.
Could you say that again, please?
Sure. We'll have notes that Sharon probably wrote up for me.
We want to make sure we understand.
Nature's Best Organics is being bought by Living Earth, so all this is doing is assigning the contract to Living Earth, that company. It's not changing any of the terms of the contract that
Just
Nature's...
reassigning it to
Yes, ma'am.
Living Earth.
Yes.
The company is a new name.
It's a new name, and it's, and in some instances, you have to assign the contract to the new owner, and that's all this is doing.
The companies got married, so they're changing their name.
That's so true. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposers? No? Okay. Well, this is actually...
For tonight, I took the bus. No.
That's awfully nice.
Okay,
You should have.
this is the last item on our agenda. Ms. Wakes has informed us that there was a mistake. I'm just going to read this. Dear council members, a council member has notified the Metropolitan Clerk of a clerical error in the minutes of the Metropolitan Council, which was held November the 7th, 2017, which were adopted and approved at the next regular meeting on November the 21st. And what actually happened when we voted, Council Lady Wiener's name, whereas Councilmember Sherry Wiener, her name was actually taken on this particular resolution, and her name should have been omitted because she was not in the chamber. Is that correct?
Right.
She was not in the chamber, so her name was actually enacted on the list, but she wasn't in the chamber. So on January 16th, the Metropolitan Council will be asked to authorize the Metropolitan Clerk to amend the November the 7th, 2017 minutes in order to correct this clerical error. Does anybody have, or is anybody in opposition to her making that legitimate correction?
I have a question.
Okay.
I feel like, is this one of these, we've had a couple emails that come through that's like revised minutes or something. Is that? Why, are we just okaying this? Are we voting on it?
Yeah, since they've been adopted and approved for me.
So the other ones were just like revised before we had adopted them?
That other one time was something that probably very few, if any of us, were actually involved with those minutes, and I don't remember the circumstances. Actually, yes, I do. It was an incorrect date on an expiration date of somebody's
Okay.
confirmation, and we were able to confirm through old records that it was wrong and we needed to change it. With this one, we looked back at the tape after the council member brought it to our attention that she thought that she had exited before this matter was voted on, and it turned out that she had.
So we don't have to vote on it, we just have to say it's okay?
So you will be asked to approve this amendment
we
to
just
those
voted.
minutes.
Okay, we're just re-adopting.
Could I have a motion that we,
So move.
okay? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so it is approved. Is there any other discussion?
Are we meeting this Thursday for Rules
The
Fund Day?
rules, oh yeah, adopting the new rule.
Thursday at 6. Okay? Any other discussion?
Just one last question. Madam Clerk, is the chair going to have, are they going to refer back to the chair that we voted on this at some time tonight during?
Yes, I'm not exactly sure at what point during the meeting.
Might be right after the regular minutes adoption.
Okay, so the chair needs to be prepared to get up and say that we approve this 8-4-0 against.
Okay, Put that down.
Yeah, so I'm going to put right at the beginning.
Not to ask hard questions, but so we're voting on a motion that's not on the agenda to change minutes?
That's correct.
Yes, there's not, okay, so there's a council rule about what the agenda is supposed to look like, and there's not a place for me to make a header that says,
I'm just observing that there's no public notice of this matter that we're taking up.
okay.
Which,
If you want me
you guys
to,
are the boss.
well, I mean, I don't have a problem with, there's no formal procedure for public notice of it, I guess. I don't know what that was.
We'll double check
Look like-
before 6:30 and just absolutely make
I
sure.
was going to say, we have Metro Legal in here, so he can check on it for us and let us know, and we will follow the rules, okay? Okay, I thank everybody for coming, and the meeting is being adjourned. Thank you.